For today's webinar, we have with us Ryan Kagan of the accounting firm Kagan & Kagan LLP.
Well, thank you, David. I wanted to I'll give you a little brief background of kind of who we are and what we do. Our firm has been around for the past 35 years, and I'll be right now going in as a third generation. It starts off with my uncle and my father, and then later on develops to my mother and my father, and now to my father and I. We have large experience and big background with dentists. We take an active role with all our clients. We look at more beyond just being bookkeepers and actually taking on an accounting role where we're helping out with consulting from month to month and help you guys, I guess.
Ryan, it's Mike Carabash here. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's dive straight into it. First question for you that I'm asked a lot is, when should a dentist incorporate their practice?
Well, see, this is something that you have to kind of take a step back and look at more most of the time a lot of dentists would like to incorporate if they're having extra cash that they're not spending from year to year. And so usually the setup that I take it is if we're taking a starting dentist, usually they'll retain so much cash, and I usually recommend they start off as a proprietorship until they've maxed out their RSPs. Once they've maxed out their RSPs and they still have additional funds that they're not spending for personal living, that's when I usually recommend to incorporate a company. Because one of the key advantages for the incorporation, especially for dentists, is really the tax deferral that they gain on their first $500,000 in income. And that tax deferral is really what dictates when you want to incorporate or not. So if the tax deferral is available and it's in excess of what it's costing to incorporate and maintain the corporation, that's when you want to look into it.
That's a great answer, Ryan. I want to give you another follow-up question. What are the tax advantages to incorporating, other than deferring taxes?
Well, from a tax perspective, it's there's more beyond deferring taxes. It allows really for you to have more control over your future on kind of different saving options as well. So one of the benefits that dentists have is they have the option to contribute to CPP or not to contribute, which is it's a small benefit of being able to avoid, but it also allows them to use their corporation as kind of a partial RSP. So when they earn income, if they earn 100,000, they're going to be looking at around $16,500 in tax, and versus having to pay about 33,000. So they have a little bit of extra money that they're able to save up, and if we can take that out in small increments, and depending on the family and the background of the dentist, there's sometimes a lot of options where you can take out income. 39,000 for the husband, 39,000 for the wife, and you're allowed to take out enough that you're living off as well, and your overall tax rate on that income is 17%. And so one of the key tax benefits is if you control how you take it out of the corporation, you could end up actually having a reduced tax rate.